Welcome to Global Village show. We have two great guests today. Michelle Gitz, she is the manager of Economic Development Initiative of the region of Newell County. And William Landers, he is the market researcher of the Economic Development Initiative in the Newell County. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Michelle, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
About the Economic Development Initiative?
No, about yourself.
About myself.
There you go.
Well, I grew up in the county of Newell, in one of the hamlets, Scandia, south of Brooks.
Yeah.
And like many youth, when we went off to university and college, we vanished for years.
Yeah.
And I always had the desire to return back to the Brooks area and the Newell area because I had a great sense of community there.
Yeah.
And also saw lots of opportunity there.
Okay.
And so it took me 30 years to get back.
Wow.
And in 2009,
Yeah.
I moved back from the States where I was an associate professor in economics at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Wow.
And came back to the county of Newell to farm, as well as the current position I have with Manager of Economic Development.
Well, we are glad to have you.
Well, thank you.
You're doing a great job. Okay, William, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So actually there's quite a lot of similarity between Michelle's story and my own story.
Okay.
I came from a farming background in the hamlet of Scandia as well. And then I left to go do my university education. I started to do 2 years of university in Grant MacEwan University up in Edmonton, and then completed my university degree in the University of Lethbridge with a double major in international management and marketing. I was hired by the County of Newell Economic Development in 2012, shortly after I graduated, and I've been there working as the market researcher and actually for the time junior economic development officer since 2012, and been loving every minute of trying to help home.
There you go. No, that's very glad to have you. Michelle, how many hamlets and villages consist of the Newell County?
Okay. The county of Newell has, well, the city of Brooks in the
Yeah.
center.
Okay.
Then we have the town of Bazzano,
Mm.
2 villages, Dutchess and Rosemary.
Yeah.
And then, of course, all the residents who are within the hamlets and the farming community of the county of Newell. And there's 10 hamlets in the county.
So hamlet is smaller than village.
Hamlet is smaller than a village, and it's run by the county of Newell administration. So a municipality, a village has its own government,
Oh.
and a town and a city also have their own governments, but hamlets are operated by, and the services come from the county of Newell.
So for example, the Dutch will be a village then.
The Dutchess is a village,
Okay. And Basan is town.
and Bazzano is the town, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, that's also a letting. So Tilly is hamlet then.
Tilly is now a hamlet. It used to be a village, and they decided that they would like to join the county of Newell, and they went through the municipal process to do so. So now the county of Newell runs the operations for the village, former village of Tilly.
Oh, okay. And now hamlet.
And now it's a hamlet of Tilly.
Oh, okay. No, that's good. Tell us a little bit about this beautiful kiosk that was created by the idea invented by both of you, which is a great kiosk, and that's a well done job, I have to say to both of you. So you want to tell us a little bit about that kiosk, what's all about?
Yeah, so originally the concept was about us trying to move the region of Newell into more of a into the digital age. We are inside the digital age, but it seemed that there wasn't a lot of digital information being provided in our region before. So a lot of our plans and economic development focused on digital communications. To get that information out once it's been online was particularly difficult in the region. Again, just trying to demonstrate awareness, starting to let people know about the different brands, the different websites, the different resources. And one of the unique ideas we came up with, actually quite from the beginning, almost 2 years ago, was to come up with a kiosk, use technology in an area that typically didn't have a lot of technology before to it. So that technology draw, which, I mean, those large kiosks standing 6 foot tall, 300 pounds,
Yeah.
right, generate a lot of curiosity, a lot of involvement, and very easy to use by anybody.
And if someone is at home or the office, can they link to the website?
Absolutely. The kiosks run multiple different websites, the same websites we've been developing for our region. So any user can go onto their phone, they can go onto their tablets, their desktops, their Macs, or other personal computers, and be able to access any of those websites that we currently use on those kiosks.
So any business who might be who wants maybe to be part of that, they will be contacting either you or Michelle then.
That's right, because businesses can have a microsite on the any of those 3 websites we have. And the microsite gives them an opportunity to get their business out there, their nonprofit organization out there, so people can find them. And all 3 of the websites are linked together. So there's Visit Newell, which is geared towards entertainment and tourist type people who would come looking for services or for things to do. There's Live Newell, which is community services, which includes hospitals, medical centers, educational facilities. And then there's Opportunity Newell, which is geared towards anyone who's interested in business opportunities and might be interested in being an entrepreneur or a businessman. And all of them talk to each other, the websites link together, and everything we can find about the region of Newell is eventually going to be on those websites.
No, I see in the kiosk. It's actually it's a great kiosk, and we are everyone is excited and looking forward to have that unit at JPS, and people will be able to see it. You explain to them, but they love to see it and play with it. So we hope sometime soon we should be able to take and borrow from the county, from you guys, and have the in the facility, and maybe people will be able to see it. My second one is the what is the economic engine apart from agro or oil in the county of Newell? Is it tourism?
The key industries in the county are oil and gas extraction, manufacturing, which includes JBS, because food processing is included in the manufacturing components of the
It's
industries.
not agro?
And then primary agriculture is there as well.
Okay.
And then our third more key industry is actually wholesale trade, which includes things like bulk fuel and fertilizer and larger sales of commodities.
Wow. And what about tourism?
Tourism is in there as well. Tourism comprises of many different types of industries because it includes accommodations, it includes food services, it includes culture, entertainment, information. So it's a little bit of all different things put together.
Okay. Includes also the beautiful area Lake Newell, the what do you call the we have also the dinosaur. Those are the ones, and also Bassano has Bassano Dam, I think. Haven't been there yet, but I was told it's beautiful. That's one of the areas that I hope that spring or this summer I will be able to go and see it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who went there and they said it's very beautiful. In Bassano, you just go to Bassano and it's not far within
No.
1 mile. How you think, in your own opinion, be able the county, especially both Brooks County, to attract labor force?
Well, one of the key things is information.
There you go.
So the kiosk helps with that.
Okay.
Employers need to know, what's available for their employees when they come. So when they invite new people to come to the community, they can say, here's our medical services we have, here's our educational services we have, here's things for you to do, entertainment, a whole variety of basic information that people don't always find about the community. And so if they can find that online,
Yeah.
instead of in a book or a pamphlet, more people have access to it.
No, that's way to attract and retain them. If they know where they're going, where they are here. If they are here, they know where they're going. They can link to the website, and they can see where they want to go for entertainment, either cinema or movies, restaurants, and all that stuff. So I think that will help also the retention of the labor force in the area.
Yeah.
If they don't know where to go, there's no information provided, they will probably likely be moving to a big city.
That's right. And it's part of the quality of life. And Will was quite involved with the study that the county did on the quality of life in the region. And so, you know, you want people to see those things, and even young people don't always perceive that quality because, you know, they want to go and try new things and get away and, you know, and it's, but we have a lot of stuff here too that people are not aware of within the county and within the city of Brooks, and people just need to see that, and the kiosks and the websites help to do that.
The quality of life, I think, is it also in the website then?
Yes, it is.
Those websites, the whole study?
The whole study is in the reports of that study is published in opportunitynewell.com.
Oh, okay, because I see in one, I believe, I was with Lynn, I took from Lynn the one from the region and Brooks, quality of life. And both are big binders.
We were very thorough with that quality of life study report, and it's because there's a lack of information that identifies us. The interesting thing about the region is that the region itself is quasi-rural urban. So we're not as urban as Calgary, Medicine Hat, and Lethbridge, so we won't have all of the same determinants that they would have. Nor are we completely rural, like we would say special areas where it's mostly your rural base. So it was something that we needed to completely develop a brand new tool to try and analyze, and really so that we could be as productive as possible within our own area.
Wow, that's good. But what comes to my mind is, and both of you, I think, are living examples because both of you were born in the area, in the farm, and both of you left and then came back, especially Michelle for a long time, and then you came back. How can you do that, for example, to the youth that were born in the area Brooks or County of Newell, who probably moving? How would you attract them, those guys, to come back home? That would be the challenge.
And it is a challenge, and it's a challenge for all rural communities, really, because they see the bright lights of the city, and they see, they have ideas of what they want to accomplish themselves, and so they're going to go away and go to university or learn something, or you know, head off on their own, which we want them to become independent. I have 5 kids myself, and you know, we want them to move on and try new things. And then, yes, the challenge is, I think it comes if they're youth and they feel that sense of community, and they feel that sense of belonging, whether it's through friends or family or attachments to their employment or their job, then even if they go, that yearning is there to come back, right? And I think as even people as newcomers and immigrants, I mean, they always have that yearning for home. And how do you know, make use of that and utilize it, and give them the desire to return to where, you know, where they want to be. And hopefully as they come to Brooks, they attach that community feeling with Brooks and with the county, and then they stay, and their children also find opportunities and want to stay as well.
Yeah, there are a lot of newcomers, new Canadians who've been in Brooks, County of Newell, and left, went to the big cities, and 180-degree, come back again.
Yeah, that's it.
And back to Brooks again, County of Newell. Some of them live in Dutch, some of them live in Bassano. Sometimes there is a confusion that JBS, the facility as it is, they think that it's within the territory of the Brooks. We keep telling them, no, the facility is in the county, outside the territory of the city. But most of the people live in Brooks.
That's right.
It's a challenge, and I think a challenge for both newcomers, new Canadians, other people, as well as people who were born in the farm area or Brooks and left. Some of them might come back, some of them might not come back. So it's a choice of the individual. What is your vision of the 2015 in terms of, you think, what would you like to see in the 2015 in our area in terms of economic growth, for example?
Well, it's going to be a tough year with the current oil and gas prices because a big portion of our industry is in that area. But I think if we can attract, maybe retain what is here, get people to think outside the box and look at other industries, other opportunities, whether it's in tourism or agriculture, value added. There are other things that people don't tap into because we see that large industrial oil and gas sector, and so we rely on it. But there's hidden things there that I think people could still do and build and create that are yet to be discovered. I don't know what Will wants to add, maybe.
And I think that the other long-term vision is to really finish pushing that finishing of information onto our websites, to finally complete that digital marketplace. We're somewhat blessed by the ability of being a smaller community, and that's because we can take a much more accurate inventory of, say, our region as compared to Calgary, right? When you have a population base of over 1 million people, you have all the different businesses, services, nonprofits, communities, organizations, service clubs, right? It really adds up.
Yeah.
For us, we're quite fortunate that we can actually identify most of what our community assets have and be able to showcase that with people. So my vision in 2015 is to really complete that digital marketplace. So then when people are looking for what they can do when they are coming back to the region, not only can we inform them of the value-added opportunities through our research and the research we continually conduct, but we also give them that information that they might be looking for.
I think both of you hit the nail on the head, because the fact is, without someone to be outside the box vision, I think it will be difficult. But people have to look outside the box views, and one is the digital stuff. So social media is very powerful nowadays, and if you not get into that one, then it will be difficult to attract anybody. Social media is very powerful. So the more that you showcase the city, the county, the more probably will be beneficial for the community.
Yeah, people need to see us, and nowadays people look online, right? And that's where they start to look, and when they're going to go somewhere, that's where they look to get their information. And if you're not on there, it will be hard to be noticed.
They won't be able to notice. Both of you, I think, again, being farmers, what do you think the advantage of diverse population like ours in Brooks and County of Newell in the 21st century economic growth, what, in your own opinion, in a diverse population?
I think a diverse population it does bring more ideas, because people have different perspectives depending on their age, where they're from, their background, what they've gone through in terms of their own lives.
Yeah.
And so everybody thinks differently. And so you see different ideas, somebody suggests something and people go, oh, that's never thought of that, right? Like it's a whole new angle. So I think the diversity brings that to the region and allows us to have more possibilities than other regions which are more limited in their the scope of the people who live there.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and the skill sets alone are just, they bring in new ideas, better ways of doing things, more efficient ways of doing things. You wind up getting 4 or 5 people from different ends of the world, and instead of it being the most costly solution that we might think of within our region, knowing what we've known and how we've grown up, that's so linearly structured, right? We can't see past it. But having new ideas, introducing new ways of thinking, like Michelle was saying before, that innovation, I think, is really our competitive advantage. You don't get that type of innovation, that type of competitive advantage in other less diverse cultures. The diversity gives us that ability to continue working forward, and again, to build more cooperative teams and better community.
Yeah, no, that is true indeed. The kiosk that is there, do you have all the business, all the business in the county and the city, or are you still putting more in as they come?
We're still in the process of adding a lot of the businesses. Our last count in our economic development database had us over 2,500 businesses inside the region.
Wow.
And I think we're about 700 businesses added to the network. So it does take some time to continue adding that information onto the websites, but it'll definitely pay off in the end.
And if people are looking at it and they see that their business isn't on there, or they're looking for a business they know exists and it's not on there, they should contact us, because we can add them We add them as we find them and as we also know that they exist. So, you know, we've picked what we know, but
Yeah.
again, we need to tap into other people's resources too and say, you know, give us a call and say, I'd like, you know, I don't see this on here and it should be, right? And through January, we've had several businesses contact us to say, now that I've seen the kiosk at the Centennial Regional Arena, and my business wasn't on there, so put me on, and we do.
Would I don't know if it's done, but I'm not sure if it did. For example, unveiling the whole kiosk, that was done in, or is something that's coming to be done. For example, unveiling the kiosk maybe in public forum, for example, like Medicine Hat, and then have everybody to be coming as a public event for them to see it. Unveiling and then calling the media, for example, and then they can take a picture of it. I don't know if that was done or if that's something that you guys plan to do it.
We did have an unveiling in the town of Bazzano in December.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Now we need to get people who even want to use the kiosk to allow us to take it to different places. And we do want to take it out of the region because we want people out of the region to see the information that's on it, right? So that way it can be utilized as an attraction tool
Yeah.
for employees or
Yeah.
employers.
Yeah.
It can be used as a retention again to show people what we have, or even for tourists, like someone in Medicine Hat could come to Brooks in the summer to go to Lake Newell or Dinosaur Provincial Park, and that gives them all that information.
Yeah, I think last time, I think it's the unit itself, it's heavy then.
It is quite heavy, and it was designed to be heavy so that nobody can simply just push it over and watch it fall. So it's actually, while it's quite tall and quite heavy, it's actually very stable.
So lifting it will require then either big guys or maybe or forklift then.
Oh, sure, I can lift that on a good day, you know, just all the muscles right here.
And I don't attempt it.
There you go. So you said 300 pounds.
The double-sided kiosk is. There's two different types. We have one single-sided, which is quite nice because it sits very nicely up against a wall.
Okay.
And that one runs in about 175 to 200 pounds. The other one is a double-sided kiosk, which allows two people to use that kiosk on both sides. And that one's near 400 pounds. So between a fridge cart and a couple of individuals to help lift it, they can be quite heavy.
So is that the one that you have in Medicine Hat College? Is that one-sided?
The one-sided one is in
Yeah.
the Medicine Hat
I
College.
Yeah, I
Brooks
seen one
campus.
in Medicine Hat College, I think was last week. It's beautifully, it's by the library, just outside the library. So it's very, I think one side is very beautiful. The two side has to be a little bit pushed out from the wall, but one side you push to the wall, so people can see only that side.
Yeah. And the double-sided one is in the Centennial Regional Arena. And, and a lot of people go to those Brooks Bandits games, even
Yeah.
from Medicine Hat. And
Yeah.
we have had businesses from Medicine Hat now phone us to say they saw the kiosk in the Centennial Regional Arena and would like to know more about them.
Wow.
So that shows you that they attract some curiosity.
At least we're doing something good.
And right from the beginning of the development of this program, we knew that we were going to be some of the leaders in developing and promoting this technology within the region. And we're the only municipality that we're aware of inside of Alberta right now to actually have these types of kiosks and display monitors to promote this information. So
what's the difference between ours and the one by the mall? If you go to Chinook Mall, you find similar one, small. If you want to go to Telus, you just push Telus second floor.
So a lot of those kiosks are bought and paid for by either the location, the mall, or a private business, and they're being used to solicit the sale or promotion of their own businesses within that facility. Ours are built and promoted for by the municipality for the promotion of the municipality's information, and that's what's quite unique and quite different about these systems.
I see. Okay, the one in the mall is promoted by individual business within the mall, not outside the mall. Okay, if you want to go to Telus, if you want to go to Rogers, you just press there and then they tell you to go Telus second floor. Ours is very similar but run by the city and the county.
Yep.
So if you have a business in Rolling Hills or if you have business in Gem, it will be found in the kiosk.
Yep, either one can go on there, and you can search businesses in the search bar at the top, and so you could type in a location by community, or you can also search by type of what you're looking for. Are you looking for grocery stores, or are you looking for shoe stores? You can do the search either way.
But would you still require Wi-Fi or within, or that's built within?
That's all built within the website itself, so you can access that information from the phone or any other PC. The kiosk itself, once it's set up in location, it has the ability to access either Wi-Fi or the 3G or LTE networks. So once it's set up, it's still accessed and run through the website itself. Everything on that kiosk is run through web technology, which makes it very mobile and very effective to set up.
So it's not necessary to have Wi-Fi connecting or not then?
We would need a Wi-Fi connection for that type of technology.
Yeah, for that, yeah, if you have to remove the stuff, then it has to have a Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to connect that Wi-Fi, so it will be able to.
Yeah, the easiest way is through Wi-Fi, though you can buy a data card, is that what they're officially called, on the phones?
Yeah.
And so if you were in a remote area, you could run it as with the SIM card or the data card.
I see. But most of the areas, for example, Centennial, College, all that, they do have a. But I'm thinking of taking the units outside, for example, Brooks, for promotional, in places that don't have maybe Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Then you have to first research if they have or if they don't have.
Yeah.
Before taking the unit.
Yeah. Or we would have to put in that the phone data card, and then it can run off of the phone data card and pull that information right off the cellular network, same as your smartphone would do. So multiple different ways of being able to use information on those kiosks.
Wow. You guys did, that's a great, I think, initiative, and I think that should be something that the county, the city should be proud of. And that's something that we can showcase in terms of attracting employees, labor force, or employers' promotion, or the county and the city's promotion for the community. I think that piece is a very great invention. It's called the 21st century's product.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it used to be before. We never had that before. Now we have. I think we need to market as much as we can, because you have a product. If you don't market, then there is no even point having it.
That's right, and that's part of it is awareness. People to know that it's there, that the websites are there, because you can still be at home and get on your own computer and find OpportunityNewell.com, VisitNewell.com, LiveNewell.com, and access all the information.
There you go. And if you have a business, please don't hesitate to call both Michelle, William at the county. The number is 403-362-3266.
That's right.
And ask for Michelle, Economic Development Manager of the county. And they will be able to help you and add your business into that kiosk. And if Michelle is not there, you can always get in touch with William, the same number. And I hope that will help your business, and that's what the intention of them is, to help the business and the community.
That's right.
Well, I thank you very much for both of you for coming to Global Village Show. This is your first time, so we leave the tough questions next time.
Oh, yeah.
People, we always don't want them to, when they first come, we always give them as much as it's a community promotion, so we give them the necessary tools for at least they will be able to relax, and next time they know when they come, they will be less tense. But it was a great pleasure, both of you, to come, and it's a very honor to have you. And what you did for the kiosk as well as the economic development is a great thing that time will tell. Time will tell. It's a great invention, and congratulations for your dedication of building that unit. Thank you very much, Michelle.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks, William.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is the end of our program for the day. This Global Village host, Ahmed Kassim. I would like to thank County of Newell, Medicine College, City of Brooks, for their continuous support of this program. Until then, everyone, thank you very much and have a great day. God bless you all.